Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tinu and I'm back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my most complimented fragrances for the year 2024. And these are ranges from Middle Eastern to designer to niche. Okay, so there is a little bit of something for everyone that's watching. Today we're going to be talking about compliments, right? The fragrances that made me stand out, the fragrances that I wore to work that everybody was like following me like somebody that was drunk. This is the reaction I got from these fragrances, and I just want to share them with you. And if some of them are compliment getters, please drop me a comment down in the comment section. I would like to know. My fragrance of the day actually is about 3 different fragrances. First off, I had Montgalant Intense and Angam slammed together because they do have lavender note and they have vanilla. So they pair really awesome together. So if you guys want to try that combo, try it and let me know how you feel about that. My sister was the one that actually put me on that combo. But then I decided to switch to Bayn Asrar from Paris Corner, which is also a dupe to Guidance by Amouage. If you guys would like to see some of the fragrances that have been getting me compliments for the year 2024, then please keep on watching. Before I go ahead and start this video, if you're just clicking my thumbnail and you don't know who I am and you're wondering who is this lady, my name is Tinu. I'm a lover of fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. If that is the type of content that you do like, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if at the end of this video you do find it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel and it helps my channel grow. So I am going to go in no particular order. I am not ranking these fragrances. I'm just picking one from the other and I'm going to talk about it and tell you the compliments that I got on it and all good stuff. Now the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about, it has no introduction, okay? This is the best release that I would say that came from Swiss Arabian so far. This is Shaghaf Oud Tonka. This fragrance is a dupe to BDK's Velvet Tonka. I do own Velvet Tonka. Ever since I got this, I've been wearing this a little bit more. I don't know what it is, but I think I kind of like the blend of this even more better. Now I will tell you, this fragrance is a delicious, sweet Tonka almondy scent. If you like that, this is the fragrance for you. Some people don't like this fragrance because it can be too cloying, but on me, it doesn't pull off any cloyiness. It's just a mesh with my skin and my skin chemistry. When I tell you I get compliments, it's because of the massive projection. It literally will fill a room, it will leave a great sillage, and it will last for 14 hours or more on the skin. On the skin, not on clothing. I love this fragrance because it exudes sexiness, confidence. It is just like you're picking off candied almonds off your skin. Everybody that passes by me, they're like, who smells so good? Someone told me that I smelled like vanilla sugar cookies. I don't know where they get that from. If you are that person that doesn't mind a beast mode fragrance, then get this, okay? Get this and you won't be sorry. And if you wanted BDK Velvet Tonka and you couldn't afford it and you wanted an affordable version, now this is the one that you need. Literally, it will pull off 95% of the DNA and it will give you a great longevity, even better than the BDK version. Next fragrance that garnered me so many compliments is from Lolita Lempicka. This is called Lollitaland. Now this fragrance is a very fruity, vanilla, sweet fragrance. It is a little bit powdery, it's a slightly spicy. It does have that Bellini and kind of fruit punch kind of feel. It reminds me of a Kool-Aid fruit punch smell, but it's a very summery vibe. I feel like this would be very pleasant during the spring, during the summer, even teetering to the fall. But I don't think this is a winter scent by any means, because when you hear the notes do not give you the vibe of a winter fragrance. It has a lot of fruity notes of orange, Bellini, like I said, some peach, black currants, has some jasmine, magnolia. So it is quite a fruity floral fragrance. It has a lot of white florals and some rose. So this fragrance, I will tell you, will sneak on you. You will feel like this fragrance is not performing, but let me tell you, it is performing because you will get a lot of compliments from it. People will tell you that you smell like a fruitcake. I've had someone tell me that. It's kind of a little bit gourmand in a way, so it does kind of give a fruitcake appeal to other people. And then some other people tell me I smell like fruit punch. And I don't know if I want to smell like fruit punch, but I mean, they both sound pleasant to me. They're good compliments, notwithstanding. Everyone loves this fragrance. They want to know what it is. And when I tell them it's super inexpensive, they're like, where can I add to cart? This is a really good one. The longevity on this one, I feel like it's about 10 hours to 9 hours. And the sillage, I will say, is moderate, and the projection is moderate. It's not a super projection fragrance, but it's a fragrance that people will still smell. The next fragrance I will be sharing with you is Khamrah by Lattafa. Now, this fragrance is a cinnamon bomb, nutmeg, slightly citrus with loads of dates. If you do not like dates, you will not like this fragrance. It has a praline note to it that is just delicious, decadent. Now, this is supposed to be a dupe to Kilian's Angel Share, but as I've stressed in multiple videos, I feel like this is not an Angel Share dupe. I feel like it's Angel Share's cousin or long lost sister, because it has a date note to it, and it also has some praline and nutmeg. And when you look at that, the OG does not have none of those notes, and it has a boozy note that this doesn't have. So I feel like they smell very different. It smells at least 80% similar, but not 100% dupe, okay? I have a better dupe. I actually will link the video down below, so if you want to watch that video, I will have it down below where you can get an actual 95 to 100% dupe for Angel Share. But this one, not a dupe, okay? Let's clarify that. But let me tell you about this fragrance. This fragrance is just delicious. It's a great fragrance for Thanksgiving, for winter, for Christmas, because of all these cinnamon spicy notes in there. And then you get that pleasant myrrh. So that's why I'm saying that this does not smell like Angel Share. There is a myrrh note to this. This is beautiful. It kind of has like a Arabian feel to it with that cinnamon. I like this fragrance. I mean, I feel like it's even gotten even more stronger throughout the years since I've had it. I finally have a dent. That tells you that I've been wearing it, and I love it. Everybody that smells this fragrance on me is always giving me compliments. They are always saying I smell delicious, I smell decadent. Some people say I smell like a baked apple pie even. I don't see an apple pie note in there, but for some odd reason, this smells like an apple pie straight out the oven. This, for me, will last about 14 hours on skin. On clothes, it is forever till you wash your clothes. And then the projection is beast mode. Sillage, beast mode. What more can I say? So there is no way that you're not going to pass somebody that they're not going to stop you and ask you, what are you wearing? I've had somebody actually follow my scent trail, and they found me and they were like, what are you wearing? You smell absolutely beautiful. And I was like, it's this. I'm actually so happy to tell you my fragrance, you know, so you can get and smell good. I don't gatekeep. So if you're telling me you like my fragrance, I'm gonna give you the fragrance. Go get it. Make yourself happy. So I love this, and I recommend this for especially the cold, wetter months and even fall. It's a great fragrance and a crowd pleaser. Next fragrance is from Liquidee's Imaginaires. This is Blanche Bete. Now this is another creamy vanilla latonic fragrance that is slightly sweet, fruity, creamy, even very latonic. Now this fragrance has milk note, and that's where the latonic vibes come from, and it does have some amberette musk. It kind of gives it slightly of a powdery feel to it, and then you do get loads of incense with tuberose and some jasmine, and you do get that vanilla in the base. This fragrance is one of those that is so comforting. I just kind of put some on my nose. Everyone that I work with literally are asking me, what am I wearing? It is very wearable for daily wear, but it has a solid projection to it. So it's not gonna project where it's gonna kill somebody, because it's not a super strong scent, but people will smell you. I'm telling you, you will leave a scent trail. And the scent trail is very creamy, it's very delicious, very comforting, oh my God, and very inviting. It has a cacao note in there that I also think lends to the powderiness of this fragrance, and also gives a kind of chocolatey vibe to it, like a cocoa powder vibe. I feel like I talked about her confession, but I did wear this quite a bit this year because that's why there is a dent. Initially last year there was no dent in this, and I decided, you know what, I need to wear my fragrances, so I wore this quite a bit. Even the juice has darkened, which is even much better. It kind of makes the vanilla smell even more intoxicating. I can't stop sniffing this. This fragrance is just too intoxicating to not smell. If you can get this on gray market, I will link it down below because there are places you can get this for cheap. I know when I got mine, I actually shelled out over $200 for this, but I've seen it for $140, $159, and that's even less than designer prices. If you can get it for a cheaper price, it is worth having in your collection. I know her confession is out there, but this one smells more refined. Even though it is more expensive and they smell kind of similar, this is a more refined smell. All the notes there are natural notes, not synthetic in any way. I love it, and I can't recommend this enough. Next fragrance is garnering me so many compliments. It's from Maison Lattafa. This is Escapade Gourmande. Now this fragrance has a top note of sugar, some vanilla, some tonka bean, and some benzoin, and then you have that musk. Oh my god, now this fragrance is kind of similar to Bianco Latte, but it's a little more light. It's not as thick as Bianco Latte, but it's very airy and fluffy. I love this one because it's so similar to vanilla extract in general, but I prefer this over vanilla 28. I feel like this is more of a true vanilla than that, and let me tell you, this fragrance will act like it doesn't perform, but it does perform on skin. I have heard through the frag community that this does not perform. It does. When I tell you I got so many compliments, it was unreal. Everybody and their mama, when they smell this on me, they're literally giving me a compliment, telling me I smell really delicious. I smell like vanilla icing or, you know, buttercream. That's the reaction I get from people. They love this fragrance. So I see what the hype was. Initially, when I first found this fragrance, I was like, what is all this? And I looked on Fragrantica for the comparable fragrance, and I saw it was Bianco Latte, so I didn't want to get it, but someone else said that they do smell very different, not the same, so I ended up getting it, and I can kind of tell you that this is different. It's not exactly the same as Bianco Latte, okay? Bianco Latte is the sugar bomb fragrance, okay? It is very, very thick and it's dense, okay? Now this one is very light, airy, and fluffy, and delicious as well. I haven't tried it and tasted it yet, but I can tell with the smell that it's going to be something that someone might perceive as a delicious smell. So I love it, and I can't say enough about it. Now I will tell you that the projection is moderate and the sillage is moderate. It's not beast mode, but the longevity is 10 hours. So I absolutely love it, and I feel like it's a banger you need in your collection. For the summer months, this fragrance has been my best friend. This fragrance is a juicy papaya, kind of tropical, sweet, aquatic, ozonic fragrance. This is from Simone Andreoli. This is Leisure in Paradise. Now this fragrance is very linear, okay? It's not a base, a mid, a top, okay? It's just straightforward, very linear, coconut, papaya, vanilla, pineapple, all the goods. It is a very tropical, heavy fragrance. So this is a fragrance that would be very suitable for the spring and summer months. And those are the times that I actually pulled this fragrance out. But every time I wore this fragrance, the compliments kept rolling in. People love the smell. They can actually smell the coconut in there, and they can get the papaya notes. This is just a very, very juicy, delicious drink of water. It reminds me of a drink that you would have in Jamaica or Aruba, like a fruity drink that is so decadent with a splash of cognac. It is sweet but not cloying. It's just a very, very, very juicy sweetness to it that I love. I thought this fragrance was light wearing and underperforming, but baby, it's not, okay? You will be deceived when you wear this fragrance. Everyone that I wore this fragrance around has either like asked me what I was wearing, or they just said, oh, you smell good. And yeah, this fragrance is something that really smells good. I love the smell. I didn't think anything of it because it only had 5 notes. So I was like, is this gonna smell boring? But no, child, it's not boring. It is fantastic, okay? Very unique. I don't know if I have anything in my collection that smells similar to this, but I get the hype. I get why people love this fragrance, and I get why people are always hyping it. I know you guys are gonna kill me when I mention this fragrance for the umpteenth time. My last video also had this fragrance featured, but let me tell you, I have to feature it because this is a compliments video, so I truly have to feature the fragrances that had given me compliments, and this is one of them. I can't bullshit you. I have to be honest. This is Teriaq by Lattafa. Now, this fragrance, oh my God, caramel, apricot, almond, pink pepper, honey, rhubarb. Need I say more? Like, those are the notes that people love to smell. There is a leather note that I don't know exists into this fragrance. I don't smell it, but everything else smells pleasant. It smells decadent. It smells like a dessert, even like an apricot pie. That's what I get when I smell this fragrance. A lot of people have alluded that this fragrance smells like La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. It does not smell like La Belle. Let's get that out of our head because La Belle does not have the layers that this fragrance has. This fragrance is just a beautiful, sensual, delicious, decadent, even fragrance. I love it so much. It is just a compliment magnet. Everyone that I walk in the room with this fragrance, oh my God, you smell good. You smell good. I'm getting it left and right. No one has told me that I smelled bad yet. This fragrance is a banger, and that's why I've hyped it enough. I don't want to talk too much about it because, like I said, I talked about it in my last video, and you probably are tired of me talking about Teriaq. So I'm just going to keep it PG and move on with the next fragrance. Next fragrance is from the House of Oud. This is called Guilty Crush. Now, this is an unusual fragrance, okay? It is lipsticky, slightly powdery, has a champagne note, some black cherry. It kind of gives me vibes of Lipstick On by Replica, but it has its own presence. It's a little bit fruity at the same time. It has some wild strawberry note to it. That wild strawberry note I get to a T. And then you get this vanilla base with some benzoin and some cedar. I love this fragrance a lot. I don't see a lot of people talking much about it, but it is a really good fragrance. Super long lasting, super beast mode, super projecting, okay? This fragrance kind of has something nutty on it. I can't put my finger on it, but there's no nutty note to it. But when I tell you, this fragrance is the epitome of what feminine is supposed to be, okay? If you're a woman and you're in your feminine energy, this is the fragrance for you, okay? You need something like this that is very, very sensual, very powdery. When you're looking for the word demure, it's this fragrance. It's so hard for me to describe, but notwithstanding, this is a beautiful floral fruity fragrance, okay? I love it. I don't feel like there is a month or a season for this. I think you can wear this in winter even. I will try it in the winter and I'll see how I like it, but I feel like this is a fragrance that you can wear year round. It is great on projection, sillage, longevity, and I think you can pull off 8 to 9 hours for the longevity. And for me, that's good enough. I'm still waiting for guidance to go gray market prices. The prices I'm seeing for a $220 is not enough for me. It needs to go below $200 before I can purchase it. That's why I'm still holding on to Bayn Asrar by Paris Court. This fragrance, oh my God. Let me tell you about it. It's a pear, hazelnut, rose, vanilla fragrance, okay? It does have some notes of Akigala wood. Akigala wood for me kind of resembles oud. So if you don't know what Akigala wood is, it's pretty much a more refined version of oud, okay? Now, this is supposed to be a dupe, of course, to Guardians, not the new Guardians, the old Guardians, okay? And this is just a pleasant, sexy, female type of vibe fragrance. Like if you're a woman that works in the business or stock market sector that wears a black suit with long stiletto heels, preferably Louis Vuittons, and that carries a Hermes bag. This is your feminine energy right here. This fragrance will garner compliments. It is like a white glove, literally like a white dove on your skin. And I feel like this is very appropriate for office wear as well. You could overspray this without killing somebody in the process. I love this fragrance because it just gives something that I was missing. I can't describe it. This is one of those fragrances that is so hard to even navigate what this is given. It's just a pleasant, beautiful, sexy fragrance, okay? That kind of reminds me of something a white t-shirt and jeans kind of person would wear. Everybody and their mama loves this fragrance for some odd reason. And that's why I am more inclined to get Guidance. But Guidance is a little bit pricey for my pocket right now, and I want to actually get the new version since the new version is out, and that one is like teetering over $400. It's probably gonna wait for like another year, and then when the hype dies down, then I'll purchase it. But I have Bayn Al Asrar to tide me over because it literally smells identical. When I say it's identical, it's identical. I have a sample of Guidance that I have tried from Lucky Scent, and I can tell you one-to-one dupe, okay? If you can afford the Amouage version, get this and thank me later. Now, if you're looking for a powdery vanilla with slightly animalic notes to it, then I got you covered. This is Vanille Letter from BDK Perfumes. Now, this fragrance is very heavy on the vanilla, super powdery, a little bit woody. It does have an iris note, so I think that that's where the powderiness comes from, and it has violet, so it's a powder bomb. This fragrance is just, oh my God, intoxicating. If you're looking for a vanilla that will garner you so many compliments, that's so unique, that does not smell like anything else you have, get Vanille Letter. Vanille Letter is a very unique fragrance. It's not just your typical vanilla. It has a lot of presence. It has a lot of uniqueness to it. It has just enough posh for that girl that is a posh girl, okay? It has auras in there. It has some letters, some benzoin, some oak. I'm telling you, this is hands down a really good release from BDK. Other BDK fragrances have problems with longevity, but this does not have a problem. This is a really great projecting, great sillage, and it has long longevity. So if you're not a leather fan, I will suggest you not get this fragrance, but the leather note is in there and it's here to stay. It's in there from the top to the end. I feel like this is great for date night, or if you're going clubbing and you want somebody to actually smell you, wear this fragrance. It's a very dark fragrance, so I feel like it will be great for the fall and winter months. I don't think this would be suitable for summer and spring because it's very dense and thick. It's not like a fluffy fragrance or a fluffy vanilla or a cupcakey vanilla. So don't think it is. It's definitely not. I love it and I recommend it if all those things I said sound really good. Now, next fragrance is, of course, Bianco Latte. There will be no way I can say I get compliments without featuring this fragrance. Now, this fragrance, of course, you guys know it's a honey bomb vanilla caramel fragrance. Oh my God, so strong. Dentin is right here. I have a dent of right here. And that's why I've been using my dupes and trying to savor this fragrance because it's that good. It is super projected, okay? When I tell you I got a compliment that I smell like vanilla wafers, I kid you not. Vanilla brand. Have you ever tried that? That's what this smells like. And I actually had to sniff the ones that I had at home and I'm like, damn, it smells like vanilla wafers for real. And somebody complimented me. They said I smelled like a baked oven cookie that was coming out of the oven. Bianco Latte is the GOAT, okay? I said some other fragrance was the GOAT, but this is the GOAT for niche perfumery. Now, this fragrance is the most long-lasting fragrance I've ever come across. It has something sort of a coffee vibe to it, but there is no coffee note to it. I don't know if you guys are getting it. If you guys have Bianco Latte and you're getting that coffee vibe, please let me know down below, because I do get the coffee vibe from this. This fragrance is great projecting. It will give you compliments and it will give you non-compliments. So I've gotten good compliments, mostly good, whereas I've gotten the compliment of this fragrance is just too much, it's too loud, you know, it's too much, it's causing me to get asthma, you know, that type of deal. I will say use with caution, okay? When you're spraying this, do not just spray 10 sprays and expect it to be PG, okay? You will rub someone the wrong way, and you don't want to rub somebody the wrong way with your fragrance. I will say 3 to 4 sprays max, okay? And you will get compliments still, okay? People will smell you. Unlike some other fragrances that you can do 3 to 4, like this fragrance here, I do about 10 to 12 sprays, okay? Because, you know, I want people to smell me. With this one, it does not need any help. You need 4 sprays max and keep it pushing, okay? Unless you are trying to scare everybody or make a man chase you down the street, okay? Because, I mean, if you're married or you have a boyfriend, that would not be cool to look at. For a man to be chasing down the street because he thinks you're an edible dessert, don't do that, okay? Make sure you're careful when you're pulling the trigger on this fragrance. This fragrance is on Gray Market. You can find this on Joma Shop. I believe I've seen it there. I will link all the sites that you can get it for cheaper than the price. The original price is not even bad. It's $150, but you can get it for $129 and whatnot. So it is a great fragrance. I thoroughly recommend it. It's amazing to have in your collection. Now, this fragrance needs no introduction. By the black bottle, you can tell this is YSL's Black Opium Le Parfum. Now, this fragrance is different from the OG. The OG, it actually is going to get decluttered because I just have it sitting there and I've been wearing this a lot. Now, this fragrance still has the coffee note, but the coffee is at the background, okay? But you get loads of vanilla. 3 different kinds of vanilla, and then you get some solar notes to this fragrance. So it is really, really pleasant to wear during the summer and springtime and fall and winter, year round, okay? This has a nice pure note to it. Need I say more? It has patchouli, but the patchouli in there is in the background, just like the coffee. So you're not gonna get overwhelmed with some dirty patchouli, okay? I know people don't like patchouli, but this has patchouli, but you can't smell it. All I get is vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. And that cinnamon note just changes that vanilla, makes it more delicious. I love this one. This fragrance is another fragrance that you can get anosmic to. So what I mean by is that you cannot smell it, but everyone else can smell it on your skin. I have worn this fragrance for a full 12-hour workday and people were still smelling it. It's crazy. People were still smelling this fragrance. They were still giving me compliments. I feel even now that it has sat, it's even gotten more deeper, more darker, more richer, and stronger, of course. So I feel like when I wear this now, it's gonna be even more stronger. But let me tell you, the tail half of the year, I wore this consistently and people were just giving me compliments. People love the fragrance. They were like, oh, you smell really good. You smell edible. You smell delicious. Yes, it will give you those compliments because it is sort of slightly gourmand in a way because of all the vanillas and that coffee note that's in there. The coffee note you will get, but let me tell you, it's not super strong, okay? You will not get an overwhelming coffee note if coffee is not your dish. You can definitely try this. You're not gonna be straight wrong. I love this and I really, really recommend it, okay? If you're looking for a coffee scent that is not too much in your face. Now, I know I talked about this, but we're talking about compliments, okay? This was a compliment magnet too. This is Kayar Confection by Paris Corner. This is also a dupe to Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I have that fragrance as well, and I can tell you, I love this even more. Not saying that that fragrance is not good. It actually is a good fragrance, but this one lasts way more, has more of a pleasant, sweet smell, and just gives me so many compliments. Now, this fragrance has notes that are different from the OG. It has notes and they all come together to smell the same. I don't know how they do it. It's like sorcery here, okay? When you look at the notes versus the Kayali version, you're like, where? How do they resemble each other? This has a note of pear, some whipped cream, cashmere, some jasmine, some vanilla, some ylang ylang, some marshmallow. Oof. When I tell you this is an epitome of Frufulala fragrance, it is. It is a girly vibe fragrance that I feel like anyone from teenagers to grown adults can vibe with, okay? I am a grown adult and I absolutely cannot stop spraying this fragrance. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's even more sweeter and more richer than I remembered. Now, everyone thinks this is also a dupe to La Belle. No, it's not, okay? Definitely not. It's more of a dupe to the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Kayali. It kind of smells like it does have that Labelle DNA, but no, it's not a dupe. I love this one and I thoroughly recommend it. If you're looking for beast mode, this is where it's at, okay? This will last forever on skin. Forever means till you take a shower. That's how long this will last on skin. And on clothes, it lasts even longer, okay? It's just a beautiful scent. I feel like this will be a year-round scent. It will be great for summer and spring months as well. I love this and I can't recommend it enough. Speaking of the GOAT in vanilla fragrances, this is one that I got as recommended from Sharita M. This is Bois de Vanile by Le Bois, okay? Ever since I got this fragrance, I actually had to stop myself from spraying it because I was wearing this for 1 week straight and I could not get enough. Oh my God, this fragrance is even more sweeter. It's just a very solar vanilla, kind of leaning towards summer vibes. I believe it has bergamots in here and some cassis. This is a great vanilla if you're looking for slightly green vanilla, but not too green, still kind of photorealistic smell. It still smells like vanilla cupcake mixed with some florals. It is just a beautiful scent. She recommends the best scents ever, so whenever she makes a recommendation, I always get it because I know it's gonna be a banger, and this one did not disappoint. Now this one is also a very projecting fragrance, but sillage and longevity is not beast mode, okay? It's moderate. But people will smell you and they will give you compliments. That I know. I know some people can pick up notes and they told me this smells like vanilla extract. I think there is more to this than vanilla extract. It has a little bit more layers to it. So it's also fresh and also dense as well at the same time. I love it and I can't recommend this enough. This has been on so many of my videos, my Middle Eastern videos, and I've talked about this till I was blue and black, okay? So if you like this, this is the vibe, I will link it down below. If you're someone that's looking for that vanilla powder DNA or dupe, I got you covered. This is from Afnan. It's called Souvenir Blooming Bliss. Now this fragrance opens up with a heavy dose of vanilla, some coconut, some caramel, some Palo Santo, and you do get some sandalwood. Oh, and some white musk. Now that Palo Santo note is very, very rich, okay? This fragrance smells way much stronger and better than when I initially got it. This is another fragrance that I feel it's very good for winter, year round. I don't think it's just for the, one specific month. I feel like it could be worn in the spring even. I don't know how the Matière Premiere vanilla powder smells like, but I can tell you this smells good, so that must smell good as well. I actually want to get that, but that's another fragrance that I'm waiting for it to go into gray market price before I shell out my coins to get it, okay? But this one will tide me over till then. It smells amazing. I really absolutely love it. I get loads of compliments with this fragrance. People can pull off different notes. They even pull off the vanilla a lot. A lot of people can pull off vanilla because it's a common ingredient in food. So when they smell this, they can smell the vanilla right away. Oh yeah, so good. So good. And I feel like this layered with, I don't know what I sprayed on my arm. I think it was black opium. This layered with black opium, this is the combo of life, okay? This smells amazing, like really amazing. It is nice to have a dupe to a $300 fragrance that I'm probably never gonna get, but all the same, I love this one. It's amazing. It's just very, 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 very fresh. It's kind of like a spicy vanilla that's slightly fresh at the same time. So I love it and I recommend it if that's the kind of fragrance that you like. Now that completes this video. I know there is so much fragrances that I wanted to include here. I had Tiramisu Speculoos, I had Banana Bliss. It was too much. I don't want to include too much and make this video super long. If you guys want a part 2 to this, let me know because I have more to share. I just could not pick which one I wanted because there were too many to talk about. Okay, too many compliments this year. A lot of people just love to give you compliments, okay? My sister can't get a compliment to save her life, okay? She lives in Nigeria and she tells me she wishes she could get compliments. Nobody likes a compliment on fragrances, I guess. But over in America, people will stop you in your tracks to know what you're smelling, okay? And I I'm not a gatekeeper. I will let you know. If you guys watch this video to the end and you love this video, why not give this video a thumbs up? Please, it helps support my channel. It does not cost anything. It's free 99. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you got to the end of this video, what the heck are you waiting for? The subscribe button is waiting down below. It's lonely. I want you to click it. Why not do it and join the fam? If you are already a subscriber, thank you guys so much for your love and support, commenting, liking the video, and sharing. It hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you guys so much again for your love and support. I love you guys, and I will see you yet in another video. Bye.